Welcome to episode 24 of The Push.
The Push. I'm Steve Machine Curran.
Kevin Big Daddy Allwood.
And today we have Sarhys Page, who is our guest. We haven't had a guest for a while. Hi, Sarhys.
Hello, guys.
Welcome.
How are you doing?
Good.
And we also have
Ace.
my little offspring here, little Ace.
Ace was on
Yes.
back in December, and he's grown so much.
Yeah, he was only about 6 weeks old then, I think.
He
something
was.
like
He was
that.
tiny.
Yeah.
And now he's
How old
just
is he now?
shy of 5 months old. Just shy. A few days.
What's up, Ace?
It's got a little bit of vomit on it.
Bit of vomit,
on
but
his
so
lip.
have we.
Oh,
So
is he?
It's milky. It's fine.
yeah, it's milky.
You're not true mates until you've had a bit of
Change.
vomit.
Or some bodily fluids.
Tiny vom between friends. It's nothing.
Yeah.
How are you, Sarhys?
I'm great. I'm really good today, actually. Yeah.
I just
Good.
picked you up from psychology.
Yeah.
Your cycle class.
My work. Correct.
Yeah.
And
And
it's nothing to do with the mind, is it?
It is
Well,
actually a lot to do with the mind.
Oh,
We
yes.
have a massive focus on mental health, actually. Yeah.
Wow, okay, tell us
Yeah,
more.
that's why it's called Psychology Club.
Oh, is
With
it? So there is actually
CYC
a...
Yeah.
Okay, can you spell it for us?
CYCOLOGY Club. That's Psychology Club.
Right.
So I get the cycling
Yeah.
part.
So the focus is on mental health. So it's like
Well-being.
Is it really?
we never talk about bodies or losing weight or anything like that. The focus is always on. We promise you that when you leave class, you'll leave having ridden the high. So you ride the high. So you leave
That's great.
feeling better about yourself. It increases endorphins. It's like all the positive stuff that comes with intense cardio.
Which all
exercise.
training should be about,
But
really.
you really
Yeah.
promote that to
We
your
really promote
members,
it. Yeah, it's huge. Like no one in class. Like we do not talk about
Body shape.
body shape, losing weight. Our clients look like a million
Broad
different.
spectrum.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
People come more for how it makes them feel as opposed to like we're going to burn calories and shred. It's so not our vibe at all.
We'll do all the shredding, won't we, Steve?
Whereas we
Well, you
just,
two love
well,
shred.
no, well,
You're
no,
all
we
about
don't. Well, I'm all about self-obsession and body issues.
Yeah.
That's what I do. That's my constant thing. So we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
I've added something to my new morning routine. I showed you the shower in the
Yes, the outdoor shower.
the Push mansion
Love that.
in the Zen studio. So what I do now, Kev, is I have my cold shower
Yes.
at 4:30 in the morning, and then while I'm still having the shower, I do 50 push-ups in the shower on the floor,
Yeah, right.
and then 50 sit-ups naked
Cool.
in the shower.
Cold water.
On
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
that's
on,
titled.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
concrete
he's
doesn't
under a magical waterfall.
Well, you know what? I feel like I'm a naked marine.
A naked marine.
That's amazing. Can you please film that?
As in getting
Can you film that one time and
Because-
add it to
because they
one of
do
these
that
episodes?
Being
Yeah.
sprayed by another marine.
Maybe, yeah.
That's kind of
It's a bit
hot.
hypererotic, isn't it? But like, there's a movie like that where they have to do sit-ups in the ocean or something, or is it Officer and a Gentleman?
That wouldn't do anything though in the
Yeah.
ocean.
Oh, it's pretty difficult to do sit-ups in the ocean, like as you're getting washed over
As
by
the
waves.
waves are crashing onto the shore and they're
Yeah.
bashing you each time you're doing a rep, maybe.
Yeah, you can't
Shallows.
you can't
Yeah,
hang
shallow.
with this.
Yeah, okay. I'm picturing
really deep.
like
But-
swimming and then stopping in the water.
No,
and
but
then-
they're not naked. So
You're naked.
of course I'm in the shower.
You don't do
Oh,
anything
that's
by
right.
halves. Extremes
No.
only.
Yes.
How do those push-ups go?
50 push-ups.
You know, how do they go when you're like, which piece is touching the tile?
That's what I'm
I think
picturing
we-
too.
I think we know.
Tap.
Not your
Tap.
penis.
Tap.
What are you saying?
Well, it's cold water, right? So that's
No,
sort of
it's
shriveled
still,
up and
no,
gone
it's still
internal.
touching. Believe me, it actually never. It's all anyway.
Skip.
It's like one of those yachts with
The
the
bow is what's that
No,
called?
no, bow's the front.
The
I
rudder.
think
The rudder.
Ace needs to hear
the
this.
rudder's like dragging along the ocean floor. Is that what's happening?
That's yeah.
Right.
On that point though, because we had a discussion on the last podcast about what makes an alpha male.
Okay.
And what's your opinion? Like, I fucking hate the term. Actually, I think it's used by douchebags usually to
Right.
like. If you, it's a body, like people in bodybuilding love to say, "Oh, I'm alpha."
Do people say that about themselves? Is that tend? I
well-
don't know people that call themselves
Well,
alpha
I think if you
males.
do, you're obviously not.
Yeah.
Straight away, wouldn't you say?
If you
Yeah.
need to say it, I feel like. But also,
It's the same with wearing a shirt that says "savage."
I believe it's more
Yeah,
something you
okay.
would say about someone else.
Okay.
yeah.
Like I would say, Steve is really not alpha at all.
But what defines alpha?
Okay, yeah. That's the thing. I don't know.
For me, what defines alpha is someone who is
Bum bum maybe.
like Ace. No, who's someone who's
alpha male.
masculine but is in touch with their feelings and is comfortable enough that they don't have to appear alpha. You know who I think is alpha? Is Marcelo, Brazilian Marcelo.
Oh,
Because
right.
he's completely just seems to be comfortable in his skin, and is very kind and humble, and yet would fuck you up if you had to.
Is that what an alpha male is?
I
Does
don't
an
know.
alpha male also have to be like
Aggressive.
like friendly? I don't know.
I
I think
think
when
so.
I hear alpha male, I think ugh.
No, but I think that's because it's been co-opted by idiots.
Yeah, no. You're
Yeah.
thinking even greater than, even more extreme than a strong masculine presence, which I think
Yeah.
is what alpha really is.
Okay.
Which I don't tend to enjoy.
No, well, we talked about that
So-
because Sarhys was saying
Well, you
the other
don't like that type of man.
that
I tend not to. I don't really get along with people that are like super
machismo.
super dominant, super macho.
Because you said you don't have many straight male friends, do you?
Not many.
I don't
no.
know if a alpha male needs to be macho,
That's the
but-
thing. We don't know. Like, what is
Yeah.
it?
but there's got to be a certain
Presence.
yeah. You
But
know,
that doesn't-
when they walks into a room, people will look, and there's like a presence about them.
Okay.
They
What
stand
is an
out. They
alpha
stand out.
female? Is there an alpha female? What's that?
Well, I think you could have the same thing. Someone who still is comfortable in their skin.
It's a personality trait,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's
Yeah.
really what it is.
I'm intrigued.
Well, I think someone.
I would
who-
like to Google what is an alpha male.
You can
and
do
see
that.
what is an
Like
alpha
a
female?
technology.
Yeah.
But I think someone who, like, we talked about, I find it very interesting, the whole Instagram phenomenon where you've got people that, and the reason I like your Instagram and Rani's is because you're not like this. Because a lot of people you see their Instagram and they're all over it. They've got thousands of followers,
Yeah.
posting all the day. They're very revealing photos. Then you speak to them, they can't maintain eye contact with you. They
Yeah.
have no social skills.
It's like a
give you
very
the-
different kind of
Yeah.
personality.
I'll give you the Google.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Alpha male, the dominant male animal in a particular group.
Okay.
A man tending to assume a dominant or domineering role in social or professional situations.
Okay.
So then we can also go.
See,
to-
that description is more what I associate with it, because there's nothing in that says, like, is also,
Yeah, but why did you go to camp then?
I don't know.
Why?
That's a
Yeah,
go-to.
yeah, that's
I
just-
don't know. I don't know. That's interesting.
Isn't it though?
Maybe we should analyze that.
Yeah, right. Because that, I think. Anyway, what I don't like. You see these memes and they say things like "be alpha," rip. And if you get in my way, I'm going to eat your face.
Oh my god!
Like-
I thankfully don't follow anyone that posts that
Well,
kind of shit, but I've
not all
seen
right,
those
but you
things.
see that shit? And
That's
it's-
like very
And the thing is, if you're posting stuff like that, you're actually the opposite. Wouldn't you say? Like you're probably actually just desperate for
I
people
think
to believe
they
that.
just want people to think that. I don't know
Yeah.
what they're actually like, but I think it's just a desperation for people to see
Well,
them.
yeah.
in
I
that
know a couple
light.
of trainers that post
Why would you want people to see you in that like that? That's what gets me. Like, why?
high test levels,
Yeah.
high testosterone levels.
It's like relax, be friendly,
Relax, bitch.
enjoy, live your life.
You sent me a text the other day saying you'd ate so much food that your stomach hurt so much that you couldn't get your leg over.
Oh god, we have all been there.
Yeah, well, that's it. I ate too much shit food,
Right.
like
And you couldn't
butter
function.
laden biscuits and
Oh,
sugar.
how good are they?
Cookies from Coles,
Love a bicky.
and
The bakery ones they make.
yeah,
Oh.
oat and raisin from Coles.
Oh,
not
so-
the Woolworths.
Oat and
copies.
raisin.
No, yeah, I get them.
The Woolworths version of those are called an oatmeal cookie, and they're not as good as the Coles ones, I'm afraid.
I
Sorry,
think I've tried them.
Coles ones
They're
are
very
just
good.
Well, they wouldn't be vegan, but even back in the day, they don't sound familiar. So I don't know.
Well, they're the ones that are just in the plain Coles pack, but they've been baked on side. And
oh,
once you start eating them,
from their
it's like
bakery,
full of
yeah,
yes.
okay.
the ones are like of raisins and oats.
Oh, so
it's
good.
Yeah.
a muesli type of.
Oh, it's pretty much.
I've been
healthy, Joel.
eating-
the breakfast food, really.
is it?
No.
I've pushed the trolley around and thought I'll just have one. You know what we're talking about
while
earlier?
you're
Yeah.
shopping.
And
You
I
know
get to the
you're not going to
counter,
have one.
right? I get to the counter
And there's barely one
and
left.
there's
There's
one
crumbs.
left, and I go, can you take that away, please? I pay for it, obviously, but and they go,
I
sure you
need
don't
you
want
to
the last
dispose
one?
of this last
And
biscuit.
you go, yeah, okay.
And they go, but look, all the other food's so healthy. Anyway,
Hide all evidence of
That's
these
just-
dickies
I was
having
just
been
disgusted
eaten.
with myself then.
That's just what I present to the world.
Yes.
The rest is all like, no one sees
Yeah.
it.
How funny.
That's-
You were talking about the Instagram.
Yes, yeah. It's a weird dichotomy,
It is,
isn't
but you know what? Like I like to think that my Instagram is pretty, like, fairly accurate depiction of who I am.
and I
In
agree,
that, like,
I
yes,
agree.
I post lots of slutty thought pics, but
Can I just ask, what's thought mean? What's
thought. Oh, okay. So
THOT.
thought stands for that hoe over there.
Oh, I love
But
that.
it's been like reclaimed. So
Yeah, yeah,
like
okay.
I have no qualms about. I say it about myself.
Yeah.
I don't say it about other people because I think it's one of those things that, like, if you want to say it about
We discussed that
that's
as well.
fine.
We
Yeah.
discussed that.
But I would never say it to someone else because I know people can be offended. But I also post
Wish they'd say about me.
Pardon?
Wish they'd say that about me.
You wish people would say
Yeah.
that.
Oh, thought people call you a thought.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
You're thotty too, Dad.
Alpha thought.
Alpha thought.
That's
That.
it. That's a new hashtag.
I want that on a t-shirt.
Yes.
Alpha thought.
Why don't you make a note of that, Steve? Alpha
Yes.
thought
Jot that
t-shirt.
down.
Yes.
Alpha thought.
That
But
would
yeah,
work
but I
too.
think I also post enough of the other stuff that's like actually just me. Like, yes, some of my photos are like edited, but normally I'll write something. And
But it's
I'll,
all
like,
you, that's
spend
what's-
20 minutes smoothing my face out, getting rid of my pimples. Lol, enjoy.
Yeah, but that's what's cool. It's honest.
Yeah,
It's
but
authentic.
it's like I cancel one out with the other.
Yes.
Like I'm trying to kind of keep it a little bit more real. Like,
But when people meet you, you're the same. Like you actually. you're
that's
just the
good.
same.
I'm glad.
Wouldn't you agree? Like, because as I said,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
people I know in the gym that again have big followings, post a lot of photos, but then you speak to them and
Nothing like what their online personality is.
no,
Yeah.
That's right.
It's a
That's
weird
right.
sort of.
That's common, right?
It is.
But I think a lot of that comes from people with like maybe some social anxiety
For
or like
sure.
people that have issues about like who they are, self-esteem issues, and for
absolutely.
them Instagram is an outlet, so they
Yes.
you get to like try on
Personas.
a persona, and like
Yeah.
and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I've got some friends that do that and they own that they do that.
Okay.
They're very different on their Instagram
In life.
presence is very different to their in real life, and they like to keep them very separate because that's like a different world.
Yes.
For me, I have lots of clients on Instagram. I want to be the real me on there because it's also how
Yeah.
I connect with friends and people in my class.
Yeah.
So I need them to be very similar.
Those people you know who present a completely different persona through Instagram or whatever social
Yeah.
media platform they do it on, are they perceived as being fake by others because they present a different?
I don't know. No one would express that to me. I don't know. I don't think so.
I
But
guess
if
we're
you
in a generation where we probably judge things differently than say
Yeah.
people in their 20s.
I think it's more just
How old are
like
you?
29.
Yeah.
So people
So
like
you're just a millennial. You're just still in.
am I? I
Elder-
don't even know.
Elder millennial, it's called.
Don't call me elder or anything, till it's rude.
Yes.
Me. I think like I look at Instagram as like entertainment, so I don't really care what you put up. Like I'm not gonna be like I meet them in person, they're different. I'll be like you're fake. I'll just be like, love your Instagram. Maybe you're shy in person, not a big deal.
Why don't more people try to be entertaining then? Because I guess I view it so much of it through the prism of the fitness industry, and God, it's just so trite and like. It's
What do
so
you mean?
well, people just taking them so serious. They take themselves so seriously,
Oh yeah.
and both male and females. I get bored. So you
I think
actually,
fitness ones can definitely be like that.
When someone doesn't take themselves seriously,
It's
they
so
stand
refreshing.
out. It is very refreshing.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
that big guy that comments about, I can't even remember his name. Big, real thick neck. He does competition.
Oh,
American
real
guy.
thick neck. I like that
That's everyone.
description.
It
good.
takes the piss out of
John Meadows or
American.
Antoine
guy.
Valiant, the Canadian guy. He's quite good.
He rants a bit. No, I can't remember.
Okay.
You know him. You like him.
Right. Okay.
Thick
Yeah.
neck.
Yeah.
Good.
But you didn't start out as a fit Instagram hoe.
No, I did not. No, I did not.
So let's go to Sarhys' backstory.
Okay.
So you didn't actually even like fitness or sport at all, did you? As a kid?
Not at all. As a kid, I was like, I have always called myself chubby. I was not that chubby. I was like, at the time, I was chubbier than my friends. But
This
I
is
was
how
like
old? This is like when you were
Teenager.
no,
younger.
young.
Like from, I don't know, 6 or 7. I was always the big kid. I was taller. I was chunkier. Like, for example, my best friend Katie grew up in her. She's extremely fit. I swear to God, her family are all born with 6-packs.
Right.
Like the complete contrast to me. And I would grow out of clothes and give her my hand-me-downs and she'd fit them like 3-4 years later.
Right.
Like that's the kind of difference, like looking at it,
Okay.
it's vastly different. But I was just like I was a TV kid. I loved watching TV. I was like not active. We played sports. Like mum and dad got us to try lots of sports, but we
Right.
didn't stick to anything. And we didn't grow up in a household where our parents like forced us to stick to it just because we committed.
Right.
They're like, if you don't want to go, like we're not going to make you. The one thing I stuck to, and we've spoken about
Yes.
this, is netball. So I did netball. My sister did it too. I did it for like 6 years. The only reason I committed to it and I stuck to it was because on a Saturday morning. We'd play a game, and I was promised a meat pie and a toffee and a passiona afterwards.
Oh, passiona. I thought it was a Fanta.
It was passiona.
I love that.
A can of meat pie, and I'd sit there and be like, when is the game going to finish? Ready for that pie.
Good sport fuel, that is.
Yeah.
Isn't that? But so that's the only reason you
That only reason. I used to try to get goalkeeper so that I could sit
less.
down. I would sit down and make friends with goal shooter.
Yeah,
I'd just chat, be like, what's your favourite colour? What's your name?
It's so cute. But did you feel bad about yourself? Was there body issues at that age?
Yeah, less so back then, but I definitely felt it. I think it started a little bit later. I started to become, like, I got a little bit teased. Maybe year 3, year 4. Like, kids would call me fat. It was normal to say.
Really? Mid-90s now?
Yeah.
Is that where we're at?
How old are you in year 4?
No, where were you born? What year were you born?
89.
89, that my final year of high school.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
Don't get me started. 89, I went to a dance party called Millennial or something, because it was 89 New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah.
And it was in a warehouse in Alexandria, actually, on Young Street here.
It's not the millennial...
I know, but they called it 89, 90 was a new decade.
Right.
And they were serving acid punch at the door. You could buy it for $5.
How'd that go?
Punch with acid in it.
No.
I didn't have it.
What?
I was terrified.
I'm shocked too.
Jumped in there. Should have dived in, mate.
Yeah.
Get in there. Acid punch.
So 89.
Acid punch. It's like a move in jiu-jitsu or something.
Yeah. Sounds intense.
So you're chubby at this stage, and you were actually getting bullied.
I was getting bullied.
That's fun.
I remember one time, Sade, my older sister's like...
Sade.
Yes, that's her name. She's 2 years older. I remember one time in particular, the kid, maybe a year older than me, called me like fatty or something, and she fucking went off at him. It was so satisfying.
Yeah, good on her.
Yeah, it was great.
She had your back.
She did, but it was more just like I played the role of like the chubby, funny friend.
Yeah.
And I was that for a long time.
You're still funny though.
Thank you. Well, I like to think that I haven't lost that.
No, you haven't. But maybe, I mean, there's something in that, isn't there? Do you think? Like through adversity, your personality develops.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I had to have something going for me. I had to be funny. No, like I said, I wasn't like overweight or anything like that. But back then, and when you have it in your head, comparing to your friends.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even the fact that you are comparing to your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. But school, and the netball thing, do you continue that on through school?
No, I think I quit. I definitely quit before high school. I think the next time I got into exercise, I lost a bit of weight when I got braces. I was about 13.
Right.
Couldn't eat.
Right.
Literally couldn't eat.
That's
I
great.
couldn't eat. I had my teeth. Dad always said I could eat an apple through a tennis racket. They were literally like this. So I had every single...
Dad said that?
Yeah, it was. He said it years later.
Right.
When I wasn't sensitive about it.
Jesus.
But I had every single wire and coil and
Oh, you didn't have
elastic.
the ones that went outside the face though.
I know. They were in like
they were
the
really heavy
60s,
duty.
weren't they?
No, well...
Did you have those?
No, I didn't. But there was kids at school with big helmet things.
I don't
know.
know. Well, just the plain metal ones.
What did he say? What was that phrase he used? You can eat an apple.
Eat an apple through a tennis racket. Nigel Page, everyone. Great quote. You can use that quote.
Damn. Imagine saying that to your kid.
Like I said, I think it was years later.
Oh, okay.
I was not sensitive about it.
Okay.
He paid for my dental work. I'll cop it.
On your dad.
But yeah, so I lost a bit of weight. But my weight fluctuated through high school, but not because of fitness. It was only I turned, I think it was 17, and I got to a point where I was like, oh, I don't know what kickstarted this. I decided I wanted to start exercising. All my friends were still playing sports. I never did it in high school at all. And I went to my parents and I was like, you guys have saved a lot of money on extracurricular because I haven't done anything for 5 years. So can you please pay for me to get a gym membership?
Right.
And they were like, that's a fair case. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Negotiating.
Yeah, well, I thought that was, I was like,
That's
I've
valid.
cost you nothing in extracurricular.
Yeah. Yeah, Bianca cost us a fortune.
Right? Yeah, I hated that kind of shit. I just wanted to go home and watch TV. So I started going to the gym. So I went solid for like 2 years. I got really into it.
Okay.
And didn't necessarily lose a bunch of weight because I was slim, but just not from exercise. And then I moved out of home, and then the cost associated with being a member at a gym is like, it all became too much. So I stopped completely.
Right.
For years.
Right.
For years. And then I only picked it up again when I went sober.
So that's my next question.
Yeah.
So when did you discover alcohol?
Ooh, roughly the age of 13.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, because
Yeah,
your dad
Newcastle.
used to drink,
Yes, but I don't. We're not going to discuss
Sure,
that.
okay.
Yeah,
So so 13, you had a drink.
yeah.
And,
I think, but it's like a very normal age for Newcastle to kind of start drinking. And
13.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's not like going out. That's like taking one of your friends, like parents' bottle of Baileys, and
Right.
like it's nasty.
Having swigs out in
Yeah,
the bedroom.
and mixing it all together. I remember one time.
Rocket
We're
fuel.
talking about that.
Yeah.
Take it, pour a bit out of every bottle.
Everything, and then top it up with Fanta, Passiona if you've got it.
And
Fingers
pie.
crossed. Follow it with a pie.
And it's putrid.
It's disgusting.
It
You
would
just
be effective, though.
And did you,
Effective.
get drunk? I mean, obviously, if you drink a whole glass of rocket fuel,
Yeah,
you
I
drink
don't
that.
remember getting like super drunk.
Would you drink and go to school?
No, in the morning.
I mean, when are you doing this?
This is like on the weekend.
Oh, right.
But so you didn't? Did you have the like? So it wasn't like you had this moment where because when I first drank, I thought I'm onto something here. I can actually no, seriously. I thought this is I can escape for a little while.
Yeah.
Like you didn't? Did you have a moment like that?
No, for me, for a long time, it was just like I had so much fun. Like I think it just got rid of all my inhibitions.
Yeah.
So I've always been like outgoing, want to entertain people, extrovert.
Yeah.
By drinking, it made me
Next level.
excessive amounts of that.
Right.
So for years and years, I really thrived off being like the life of the party.
So you're quite an extrovert now. You must have been just drinking. You must have been off the Richter
Oh,
scale.
it's next level. It's ridiculous.
Dancing on tables.
It was inappropriate how confident I was.
That's great.
In every way.
But it worked for you, I guess. Like that. Well, it was
For a certain period of time,
So,
it did.
dancing on tables and that was that.
All that easy.
All right.
Easy.
Well, she can do that sober now.
I do that sober. Yeah, so it was next level. It was just like too much. And that was still all fine. I didn't that was fine. I think it just became an issue for me years later when like my friends started slowing up and I was the only one getting anywhere near that level.
Right.
It kind of started to become an issue. I would get anxious the next day.
Yeah.
So when it switched from when you wake up the next day and it used to be, oh my God, text your friend, what happened last night? How funny was I? What did I do?
Yeah.
And then it went to wake up, oh my God, don't check your phone.
Yeah,
Don't check your phone. Who have you messaged? What did I do last
What did I
night?
do?
No memory.
So you had
Don't want to hear about it.
You were having blank spots at that time.
Yeah, classic
Blackouts.
blackout.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Right.
a lot.
So you'd wake up with sort of in angst and just worrying about what had happened.
Yeah, and just don't want to know.
Fuck.
Like, just don't tell me what happened. I can live without that information.
But it was, I guess, but it was still like a sort of binge thing, yeah. Like it wasn't. You weren't drinking, as Kevin said, to go to work or before work and things.
No, I was never like wake up in the morning, have a drink. But it would definitely got to the point, probably in the last like 3 years that I was drinking. I was living in an apartment in Melbourne, like loving life, and I would just like, I don't know, I think I just liked the idea of I could just make myself a nice little cocktail.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
But then it turns into I was drinking every night by myself.
Yeah.
And not always blacking out, but sometimes blacking out.
Yeah.
On a school night.
Mm-hmm.
Or like have a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
And at the time it doesn't feel like much, but waking up.
And then pass out.
Kind of in a constant haze. Like,
Yeah.
I had a really easy, cruisy job
What
at
were
the
you doing for a
time.
living at the time?
I was in retail.
Right.
Yes, I was working in a clothing store.
Okay.
Like 4 days a week.
Right.
And you don't have to be like super switched on.
No.
At all.
Yeah.
I liked it though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it got to a point where I was like, I'd gained a bunch of weight.
Right.
I felt tired and just like I could see all my friends like thriving and like, and I had a degree at this point. Like it's not like I just couldn't move forward. It's like I had
Right.
something stopping me. I didn't have energy to do anything except for the bare minimum.
You're treading water.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I'd wake up, go to work, go home. I didn't have any aspirations.
What's your degree in?
I did a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology and Creative Writing.
Yeah, cool.
Mm. Yeah, I basically call it a degree in conversation skills because that's pretty much all I got.
When I write my autobiography, maybe you can edit it or you can proofread it.
I can do that. Yeah. Done.
Yeah. I just need a legal team as well.
I can't provide that.
Yeah. So, but when
That's right, we'll have our other guest who's studying law.
yeah, maybe not. So what when did the drinking get really out of hand? Like,
I don't think there was like. I
or
mean,
you didn't actually recognise it for what it was.
no, I think I got tired, sick and tired of constantly just having no energy. And there was a friend, you know what it was? It was kind of one thing. It was a friend's birthday party. She hired a beach house and all of our friends went there. It was like a stayover because it was like out of the beaches. Provided free booze, which is number one, dangerous. Like you know, it's not, I'm the same with food. I can't go to a buffet because I will defensively eat. To stop you eating it, I need to eat that.
Yeah, I'm like that.
Yeah, I'm like that with. I was like that with alcohol.
I do that with desserts. Like if Gabrielle, I'll say I'm getting some ice cream from the shop.
Yeah.
Do you want any? And she'll say no. I'll just have a bit of. And I said I'll have a bit of yours. I go, no. I'll buy another one because I'm not sharing. I don't share because I will eat defensively.
I need the entirety of this tub. I'm going to need the whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's similar. So basically, I just got. How old was I then? Maybe 25. I think that's around almost 26, I think.
Right.
Yeah, and it's free booze, and I just got too excited, and I completely wrote myself off. Like, none of my other friends did. Like, they're all, like, I really don't come from a group of friends like that. They're very sensible for the most part. Yeah. And I woke up...
So it wasn't like you were being encouraged by your peer group to drink?
No, I didn't need that shit. I was just doing it on my own accord.
But were people in that group then saying, Sarhys, you need to... Was anybody saying of having a conversation?
No, because I'm not that personality. No one would come up to me, especially drinking, and be like, Sarhys, I think you've had too much. Because I'd have been like, go and fuck yourself.
Okay.
I just wouldn't.
Even when you'd like sobered up, like during the week or something, or they say, we were a bit worried about you on the weekend?
I think people said it to me a few times over the years, but it just like when you're a little bit in denial, you just don't really, you just brush it off.
Yeah. I'd look at some behaviours and if someone had said, no one did say anything, but if someone had, I would have been like, please.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Please.
I'm all
you got
over
no
this.
idea.
I'm all over this.
Yeah. So in control.
We've just lost Kev because he's, Ace is he all right? He's a good little baby.
He's very calm.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically I woke up the next morning and because everyone had stayed over and I was just like, I blackout. Right. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. Again. And finding out that none of my friends had gotten anywhere near that level, I was like, I'm done. And I think because I was living in Melbourne at the time and I was visiting, this is all my old school friends.
Right.
So I was like, this was just taking me back. And I was like, this is the first time I've seen them in ages and I just do this. And it really, basically I decided I was going to try 1 month without drinking from that point.
Right.
And then see what happens.
Right.
See how much changes and how I feel.
Yeah.
That was really hard, that 1 month.
So you got that through that 30
Yeah,
days.
I got through it.
Right.
And then...
With no external help?
Nothing.
So you just white-knuckled it, really?
Yeah, white-knuckled it. Right. I didn't have any social life, really, for that month.
Right,
I had
just
to...
lockdown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just worked. And then after that month, I said, okay, this is already great.
Right.
And then I said, I'm going to do 1 year. And then I'm going to see, at the end of the year... I'm going to reassess and I'm going to see where I'm at. If my life has improved and I'm feeling great and everything's good, I won't want to go back to drinking.
Yes.
If it feels the same, then why not drink again?
Okay.
And the rest is history.
And you did that?
Yeah.
So, and we talked about this in the car, the fact that you're able to do that by yourself makes you such an outlier. Like that's fucking...
Yeah, it is actually really unusual, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Respect. Like, so, but did you put things in place... you must have changed a lot of other stuff other than just going and saying no to a drink. Did you get busier or did you change your circle of friends or what did you do?
Well, the interesting thing I realised through the whole thing was I've always been the pusher.
Yeah, okay.
I'm the pusher. So I was like always the one trying to get people drunk. People would come to my house. I would be like, let's have cocktails. I'm making them for you.
Right.
Here they are, drink them.
Right, so once you made the decision...
Yeah, I realised my friends don't drink that much.
Okay.
So I'd be like, this is going to be hard to like go for dinner with people because they're all going to want to get drunk. And then I would go out for dinner and everyone's ordering like soda water. I'd be like, you guys can drink. And they'd be like, oh, we don't really want to. Like they only kind of drank because I would order like a bottle of wine.
Yeah, interesting.
Or like I would bring the drinks. So it actually made it really easy for me because my friends are not like that at all.
And did you hit points during that first year, especially when, say, for instance, you ran into other stuff in your life that normally you would go... Fuck, I have a big night. Like, did you just life stuff? Or
that would make me want to drink
in the past? Yes.
Yes, that for me though is not. It's not social aspect. It's like when I'm feeling really low.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm feeling like a little bit down.
I think Steve's saying what happened when you got to those.
Yeah. So how did you cope with that?
Well, go back to one of the ways that I stayed sober in the beginning was working out. So I
Right.
actually joined ClassPass, which was the first thing that got me into it. They just started
What was it called?
ClassPass. It's not a plug. It's
ClassPass.
basically, I don't know, all the ads popping up on my Instagram.
Okay.
And it was like, I did 0 exercise at this point. 0. I taught a dance class. That was it, once a week. And half the time I was drinking. And it was $150 for 3 months of unlimited classes. And you get access, like unlimited access to boutique studios.
Right.
Like studios like Psychology Club.
Wow, so that's a bargain.
Yeah, it's dirt cheap. These classes are normally like $40 a pop. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to sign up to that. It coincided with me quitting drinking.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need something to focus on, something to throw myself into. And if this is not going to make me like enjoy exercise and throw myself into it, then nothing is. Because I've never really been a big gym person.
Yeah. It's still sorry to interrupt, but it amazes me that you still. I mean, to have the foresight that you actually have to change things.
Yeah.
Is for some people, even that is something that people don't arrive at by themselves.
Well, I'm like my dad had been sober for I think 6 or 7 years.
Right. Okay.
So I had a lot of support from him and a lot of like tips.
So
literal
model some behaviour. Yeah.
Tips on how to do it.
Right. Okay.
And he switched his for working out as well.
Right.
So I knew for a fact that was a definite thing that could help.
Right.
After your 1 year, did you celebrate with a drink?
God, no.
So the
So many people said that, and I was like, "Are you kidding? That would throw me. I couldn't."
Yeah. So
you would have slipped back into drinking.
Yeah,
Really?
easily.
Yeah.
I haven't touched it. I've had one drink in 3 years and 4 months, and that was accidental because my friend got me a ginger beer, and I drank the whole thing, and then I went, "Is that alcoholic?" And it was alcoholic.
Right.
But it was fun.
Because you got to that year then, and your life had changed dramatically. I guess, for the better.
Dramatically.
Yeah.
Because I started working out. So not that like weight is a thing at all, and I really don't want to focus on that. But because I not that we need to talk about it, but I went vegan as well.
Oh yeah, we can talk about
Yeah,
that.
but completely unrelated.
Yeah.
Vegan, I started working out and I stopped drinking. In the first year, maybe a bit less, I lost like 10 kilos. I had...
Just as a sort of happy coincidence.
Yes, I wasn't trying to lose weight.
No.
I have always... Like, I loved my body at the time.
Just from cutting out the alcohol, it happened organically.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, the other exercise, you can't
Yeah.
take them individually but together.
Yeah.
Because I was also working out. And I was doing that. The ClassPass I loved. I was working out like 6 days
It's great that you weren't going in there like a lot of people do with exercise, going, "Fuck, I hate my body, it's got to change." And so I guess it was empowering as well. Because
Yeah, I was like, I want to feel great. I'm going to go and do this because I want to feel good about myself and I want my body to feel
to reflect
healthy.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when you're saying when I have those low points and when I felt like drinking, one of the ways to deal with that would be like having something to look forward to in the morning was something that really helped me, like just have a cup of tea and go to bed. So I'd book in for like my favorite class. So it'd be like one of the fancy studios. I'd book in Pilates for 6 a.m. or something.
Rewarding yourself.
And that's a reward.
Yeah,
I genuinely loved doing it. So we're like, and a cup of tea is still to this day, like it's either a kombucha in summer or a cup of tea in winter because I need a drink at night.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I need to be sitting there sipping something
Yeah.
while I watch my stories. So it's still the
ritual.
The ritual, but it's just I've replaced it with something else.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a positive. So you're building new neural pathways, which so rather than rewarding yourself with an alcohol, with a drink, you've got a cup of tea and you're looking at something in the morning that's going to be beneficial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like excited. If you find stuff that you genuinely love doing.
Yeah.
Like for me, it wouldn't have been going to lift weights at 6 a.m. It was like go lay on a nice comfy Pilates bed, have someone tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And how long sober now? 3 years?
3 years and like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, 5th of October.
And no AA, no meetings.
I went to one AA meeting.
Right.
But I was about 6 months in already. That was really interesting. It was more, I went with a friend. It was more just so I could meet like-minded people.
Yep.
But I don't think it was the right meeting for me.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm still intrigued. I would still go now.
Yeah.
If for nothing else, just to like meet other people that are in similar positions.
They have the same agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they understand it. I think that's the other thing. Is like so many people just don't get it.
Well, because Kevin, though, like we talked. Sorry, I just spat all over you.
Yeah, I
Kevin,
thought I liked it.
Kevin, we talked about that on previous podcasts where just even the self-talk is different that you have. Like if you, with food and because we were talking in the car about the fact I can't, if I start eating something, it doesn't matter, you know, even my behaviour with tanning and training, nothing is enough.
Loves a tan.
Yeah, or chocolate or, you know, whatever it is, more is always better to the point of damaging yourself. And you don't really relate to that, do you?
Oh, a bit.
Okay.
But maybe I have more control.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were discussing this on the way here.
Self-control. Because I guess with food you suffer that sometimes.
Yes.
Yes.
Have you been suffering lately?
I've been trying.
What's the treat of choice?
Did you have the other day hot cross buns? You had the other day?
Yeah, I've had some more.
Hot cross buns.
Have you? You've been going deep.
No,
It's not even
deep.
Easter.
Not deep.
Okay.
Just sort of floating around the edges.
I'm trying to be
One
good.
or two buns here and there.
I'm trying to be good till, and I'm not. I'm falling.
You're supposed to be on the straight and narrow.
I know. Well, I have
for
been.
March.
Yeah. Well, I want to be good till Easter because every Easter we have a big
I
Italian.
thought it was until May.
Oh yeah.
12 weeks.
I was eating slices of bread with butter on them last night. Fresh bread with butter on them.
Yum, there's nothing
that's
better.
At midnight
That is
last
good.
night.
What kind of bread?
Best time to eat it, doll.
Wholemeal like really grainy,
Really seedy.
That will
sort of
send you
fresh bread.
straight to sleep.
Oh,
Oh, it did. I
Yeah.
ate 4 slices
Proper butter
with
though,
butter,
right?
with proper butter.
New Zealand butter?
No, I don't.
That is the. I mean, I don't eat it anymore, but that is the best
That is
butter.
the best butter.
Yeah,
And
Tasmanian's pretty good.
and I had a full belly and I fell straight to sleep. All those carbs and fats.
it's great.
So good.
I did the same thing last night. It was with a giant bowl of rice with like other stuff in it, but just carbs before bed.
So it was just a coincidence that you became vegan at the same time.
Yeah,
you
I
became
watched a documentary and
Was that documentary?
about farming?
Cowspiracy.
Oh yeah.
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 So the focus is on the environmental impact.
Yeah.
I never watched a documentary before that because I couldn't handle the gruesome.
Of farmed
The-
meat, you mean? The
Yeah.
environmental impact of
Yeah.
farming.
Yes.
Factory farming, all that stuff.
Yeah. So I never watched it before that because I knew I couldn't handle watching like all the gruesome shit.
Yes.
And this one's not that. It's like it's factual. It's numbers.
Have you seen the movie? Is it Ouija on Netflix?
I don't know.
It's Ouja, I think. It's about this. It's fiction. It's fiction. It's about this genetically modified animals, but they're big, like size of elephants, but they're like pigs. But they're they can communicate.
Oh, fictional. You said fictional.
Fictional,
I was like, what?
Yeah, but so
this? Okay.
they've been bred factory farm. They've been bred for massive amounts of meat, right?
Yeah.
But they're as affectionate as a dog, and it tracks this one animal's life that's been adopted by this kid in Japan, I think. And I've always been an omnivore, but I was in tears by the end of this movie. You've got to see it. It's like
Yeah,
a
I want to
beautiful
see
movie.
it. It's on Netflix.
And it makes you want to become a vegan. Yeah.
It didn't work for you, doll.
It didn't work for me because I needed,
Did you go and have a bacon sandwich afterwards?
Probably, yeah. Well, think of the personality of that pig, please, next time, Steve.
That tasted good.
They have the intelligence of a 3-year-old child, I think. I'm
What?
pretty sure it's 3-year-old child. Pigs.
Pigs do, yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, look,
Just saying.
I completely agree. Look, if like Joe Rogan said, if I had the wherewithal and the time to kill my own animals, like hunt them,
Yes, like Andreas. See, I think that's great.
like he does, I think that's a lot better. Factory farming is definitely evil. Like it's fucked up.
Evil.
Yeah.
The way they
Well, as Rogan says, after he watched some documentaries
Yeah.
on factory farming, and his choices then were either become vegan or hunt his own.
which is what he does.
But I think that's
so he hunts
that's
it.
So it's
great.
legal hunting.
Mostly
Yes.
bow hunting too.
Yeah, and bow hunting.
I
as well.
respect that a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's
Yeah.
you're kind of cheating with a gun, really, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
You should go into it with just a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to get like this.
Well, they
close.
do that in tech. But Branch Warren, who's this big freaky bodybuilder for Texan, they actually go into the because the wild boars in Texas are actually a real pest. Like they damage they damage people's houses and go after pets and things, and they go after them with knives.
With just
there's
knives.
footage on
And they wrestle.
Yeah,
them.
and
Well, I
yeah,
hope
yeah.
they kill them quickly
Oh,
at
I don't
least,
know,
because
I
that
know.
could get kind of just
you'd have
like.
to-
But these
Otherwise
wild
you
boars are just they gore you.
You get gored by a tusk,
True.
gouged.
Yeah, that's
those
true.
tusks and hoofs and stuff.
Well, I feel like if
Does
you
he
do that,
really?
you've earned that meal.
Right?
I
Does he
think you've
really?
earned that
Does he
meal.
hunt them down and just wrestle them with his bare hands?
Oh, maybe they shoot them. I don't know. They do carry
Maybe
knives.
they
though.
shoot. That's quite
they
different.
They do carry
Very
knives.
different, because I've got the image in my head.
Yeah,
of
me
like,
too.
He's on a truck and they're
One-on-one
driving through, just popping them off.
fight.
Yeah.
So
No,
good.
that's shit. But again, they do that. I mean, there's places they have to do cullings like that.
Yes,
they
they
do
do.
them in Australia with helicopters. And again,
that's right.
it's pretty gross.
They do it with kangaroos, right?
I think so, yeah.
Or camels, both. I don't know.
Horses? They
Horses.
colour horses here?
No,
Yeah.
do they?
I think so. Wild horses
I'm
can
not
be a
sure.
problem.
So you're already on Instagram,
Yes.
and so when did had you always done sort of
posted those kinds of photos?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I think that started a few years ago. Oh, I think it started when I around the time I was teaching the dance class in Melbourne.
Okay.
Yeah, I think up until that point I was really aware of what I post on the internet, of like, this could come back and harm me.
Right.
Be really careful. That old school internet thing of like,
Yeah.
you can't get rid of what's up on the internet.
Yeah, I know.
That's true.
It is true, but the difference is I feel like if you're just posting like your authentic self, it doesn't matter.
Depends what you're
You
doing.
own it.
You
Depends what
own
you're
it.
doing as your authentic self, I think.
Yeah, exactly. But I think I have some great friends in Melbourne that are like very body positive, and they post that kind of stuff.
Right.
And I've always I remember just looking at their photos and just being like, God, I wish I had the confidence to post that kind of stuff. I loved it.
Right.
And then I think I just started spending enough time with them, and I was like, I started doing it.
Yeah.
It's like being around people. I would take their photos for them. They would come to my apartment.
And you wouldn't do it yourself.
No.
No.
Oh, until a little bit later, I got more. It's about confidence too.
So when did the twerking and all that start?
That started. Oh, that was the dance class
Oh, okay.
that I taught in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I taught that for a while, 2 or 3 years, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's actually how I met these friends of mine, the girls.
Okay. Right.
But yeah, so it was more just about being confident and like comfortable.
Yes.
And then I don't know, it just started, and it was a slippery slope, and I'm still sliding, but I'm loving it.
Yes.
Were you kind of tongue in cheek at first with those?
But she still is. That's
Yeah,
that's
but
what's so
I
cool
feel like
about
I still am a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'm not, but-
That's what I get.
Yeah.
The vibe I.
It's never
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I'll never post a saucy pic of me in a G-string and be like, oh my God, like as a quote.
Or any
Like,
sort of like what's
People
with
that take themselves seriously. That to me, I'll judge you about
Yeah,
that.
on all
Post
fours
a
in the
slutty
G's.
photo, but
But
call it
own
what
it,
it
own
is.
it.
Yeah.
This is a photo of my butt.
It's funnier when they say, "I just washed my hair today" or something with,
But-
that,
or-
with those photos.
Or
Yeah.
even more, but when they're doing a motivational quote, I mean, there's some people we know that post a really raunchy photo and then will have nothing related to the photo, just
Completely
saying
unrelated.
you need to own the day and take
Live your dreams.
Live your
Just
dreams.
say, this is a great
Here's
photo
my
of
app.
my bum.
And I really
Enjoy.
I like this photo. I hope
Follow
you
your
do.
dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Follow your dreams.
follow your dreams.
But yeah, but I also can't stand most motivational quotes. So in any capacity, I'm not a fan.
So where do you? Because you we've had lots of discussions about politics and feminism, things like that.
Yeah.
You obviously have no problem with the fact that you post thot photos and obviously see yourself as a feminist.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Do you ever get flack from girls or people saying?
Never, because it's like as a feminist, it really just means like you believe in equality
Yeah.
between sexes, and that's it. And I, it's just one of those things where it's like women can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't, because I post certain photos, that doesn't say anything about me. That just means I'm
or
posting
your
that
behaviour
photo.
or anything like that.
Yeah, that means nothing. Like you jump to conclusions, that's on you. That's
Sure.
got nothing to do with me.
Yes.
And no, and again, I really don't. I don't run in circles of like people that judge each other. The only shit that I get on Instagram is from fucking random men
Yeah, go.
that slide into my DMs
Yeah.
from God knows where, that have fake profiles that say weird judgmental stuff.
Oh, they do.
Well, they say
Yeah.
that. Oh, so not guys hitting on you.
Sometimes I get that, but like occasionally, I got one recently. I reposted it. It got me really angry, so I reposted it in my story a million times with different comments.
with his username.
Oh, I tagged the shit out of him.
Cool.
And it was like, he wrote something really disgusting in the comments section. It's a photo of me doing meal prep in a G-string, and it's a great pic. Go and check it out. But yeah, he wrote something like, oh my God, if you were doing that in my kitchen, I'd walk straight past my wife and ignore her completely. And I wrote back and I was like, what the fuck? Like, you are a disgusting pig. Why would you write that? You're writing this publicly.
And
then
on the comments.
Yeah, and then he DM'd me and he was like, well, if you dress this way, what do you expect?
Oh, yeah.
Saying all this stuff, and I'm like, I expect that you are just a respectful human being that doesn't write really offensive stuff on my photos. Enjoy the photo, move on.
And it was a fake account.
It was a fake account. There was like 20 followers and he deleted it after I tagged him in 50 times.
Sad.
I think he probably got trolled by my followers.
Yeah, you got
Excellent.
hammered probably.
I hope he did.
What's that? What's that called? That's the thing.
Trolled.
No,
Is that what you mean?
where you encourage your followers to go after someone.
Is there a name for that?
Daxing or something? Or
Daxing.
I don't know, man. I'm not up. Yeah, but I think that's a thing as well. Where if you've got a lot of followers and you say, go after this person,
They just back you up. And
I don't. The thing is, I don't have that many, but they're loyal. I
the
reckon
loyal
they
ones
would.
probably do that without you even needing to prompt them.
Yes. Yeah.
So true.
Back you up.
So on the subject of internet and dating, like online. Do you want to talk about that? Or
Online dating?
Just the
I'll talk
pitfalls.
about
Just the
that.
pitfalls. And
What, you participate in the online dating?
is that all right?
He's
Is he not choking on his?
No,
he's
he's
just having
sleeping.
He's chilling. I have been on Tinder for about 7 years.
Serious?
Literally since it started.
Since it started.
Yeah, on and off, not solid on.
Yeah.
But I was OG member. Yeah. That's so not something to brag about.
As opposed, because Rania talked to us about Bumble,
Yes.
where the females have to instigate all the. And you said that's too much work.
It's too much work. Just because, I barely have enough energy to swipe and do the thing.
Yes.
So the next thing is matching. I'm like, okay, I
Right.
barely match with anyone because, let's be real, most people on Tinder. Everyone's on Tinder.
Right.
So it's a real shit
Yeah,
show.
I was on Tinder.
Yeah.
Someone created a gay profile for me looking for guys.
And how'd you go? Did you get many matches?
I didn't have access to it, so someone
You'll never
screenshot
know.
and sent it to
Oh,
me.
rude.
Yeah. So I don't
Was
know
it
if
on
I
Tinder or
pulled
was it on the
pulled
gay
a route
one?
or not.
Grindy, you mean?
No, it's Tinder. So is there gay people on Tinder?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So it was
Gay,
They'd
bi,
screenshot
all
all these photos from like my Facebook and stuff.
That's amazing.
Isn't that like it's a
Someone was
bit of-
catfishing other people with your phone. That's the highest compliment.
Yeah, I guess so. But someone's put some work into that.
Yeah.
Like
People
create
do
a
that.
profile.
That truly is taken
It
as
should
a
be
compliment.
flattering.
Someone's pissed off with you to do that.
It's just trolling, I guess.
I don't
Is
know.
that trolling?
That's more
They
than
just
trolling.
want to be you.
They didn't. There's a lot better photos they could have used.
It's assuming your identity to cause you grief.
It caused me grief. I could care less.
Didn't cause you grief?
No.
You low-key loved it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Bit chuffed.
So Tinder rather than Bumble.
Yeah, just because I'm lazy. And so if they're relying on me to talk first, nothing's going to happen. I
Right.
wouldn't chat to I just can't bother.
Yeah.
And do you need to see a catchy or an out there or a
So what appeals to you?
atypical
Yeah, profile.
first comment?
No, I actually, I don't
So-
know. I don't really have a thing that I go for.
But
I'm-
hi want a root doesn't really cut it, does it?
Oh, no thanks. Disgusting.
Instant delivery.
Hi, I want a root. Revolting. Unless it was ironic, maybe in some way. But no, there's nothing. There's lots of things that pull me off, but I can't
Such a-
actually pinpoint
okay,
anything
okay.
that I really like.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't swipe right on many people because
Right.
If someone just writes, "Hey, how are you?" Do you just get rid of that?
as a first comment,
Yeah.
no, I'm open
That's
to that.
Okay,
Continue.
so is it a chat format or is it
It's chat.
messages?
Yes.
Oh, it's chat. Okay.
Yes, but you were talking first about the bio, right? You're talking
No,
about
no.
their description. Oh,
Well, I mean the first comment after you match.
oh, okay.
Because I was on Tinder for a couple of times for only a couple of months.
Only when you
Yeah.
were single, of course.
Yes, when I was single.
Briefly.
Of course,
And-
I should hope so.
And matching with people, and then you got to come up with something that's kind of decent to write
yeah.
first up.
Pressure's on.
What sort of phrases would you use?
What did you write?
Nice tats.
Nice tats. That's a class. I get that one actually.
Like your ink.
Yeah.
That's valid,
No,
though.
I don't think. I think a girl that is covered in tats would get that all
yeah,
the time.
good
They
point.
would just go,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta
because
be
have you met Jade?
It's got to be something better than that.
No.
Yeah, she's inked up.
Yeah. So she would have gotten that too.
Yeah.
It's got to be something better than that.
Yeah, good point.
So what? Give us one of your lines.
So what did you do? Because you met Jade on Tinder.
I did.
And so what was the successful line?
I think she came after me actually.
Oh, well, she's only human.
Only human.
That's right. That's right.
What was her line? What was her opening line?
God, she's kept everything.
Actually, really.
So
Oh,
she
that's
could've-
Show Ace when they're older.
yeah.
Mummies and daddies
Maybe
Tinder
some
conversation.
of the chatting probably isn't appropriate for
Yeah.
No,
Skip
it's
through these
all-
pics. Ignore.
I was never sleazy on Tinder. I was always very
respectful.
I'm sure.
and succinct.
Yeah.
And use correct spelling and grammar.
Yeah.
Because some people's writing is just.
Is that a turn off for you? You
atrocious.
don't care about text
You know
speak,
what?
or-
I think people are so judgmental about that kind of stuff. I
I'm-
don't like.
I'm completely judgy about it.
I'm
I
just
am.
not.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I find
Different
that.
generation though.
I've
Just
deleted people.
No, but
off.
there are a lot of people that are my age that are like, and they pride themselves on being quote unquote grammar Nazis, and I just think that's really like
I don't correct that.
more important things to worry about.
Not correct. Not.
I don't correct other people.
But if look,
except if it's your and your, I get a problem with that.
Really?
If you can't use your properly, Y-O-U-R or Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. Anyway.
I don't know. I think because every now and then I slip up. I just don't really care that much.
But we had it drummed into us as kids,
Yeah.
by our not only by teachers but by our parents, that grammar, like your life is not going to be fulfilled, and you're not going to live a happy life unless you know where the apostrophe goes.
The apostrophe.
and I can't. I actually get. If I send a text message, I can't physically write "you are." I can't do it. Like,
2 letters U.
Really?
I can't do it. I have to write
Y-O-U apostrophe R-E.
Yeah. It's. I will delete. Like, I get anxiety about writing bad like text speak.
Yeah, me neither. I can't do it either.
He doesn't do it either. Yeah.
No.
Just again because we didn't grow up with phones.
But I've had
okay.
Facebook friends that aren't real friends, but just Facebook
That aren't real
contacts.
friends.
Like not in real life. Don't know them.
Yeah.
Not IRL.
But if they just on their posts, if that's fucking terrible, I just get
I'll unfollow.
It depends how bad
Delete.
it is. If it's a little mistake here and there, like so doesn't bother me. And you don't know what position someone is in, right? So someone might have
No, if it's atrocious, if it's like really
No,
bad.
I have a problem with people that are
no, but it's really bad.
yeah, but trying to position themselves as like a some sort of mentor or like trainers, for instance, or motivational,
Yeah.
and yet can't be asked. Actually, proofreading their you proofread your post before you post it.
Yes.
Yeah, they mustn't even be doing that.
No, they won't.
Like no
Yeah.
punctuation, five lines with no punctuation. So if you read it as written, it would be the same.
And made up words, made up spelling of words. Like
I low-key love that. I love it when someone's made up a word and they don't know. That stuff just doesn't bother me. I find it entertaining.
it does my head in, kills me.
I'm like, you do it. You make up a word. You enjoy that word.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, you know that Michael Jackson
Yes.
thing you sent
Oh,
me?
yeah, I was going to raise that.
Sorry, I'm just on that. It had subtitles, right, for what the person was saying,
Right.
so you could read it if you
Right.
didn't have volume.
This is a video?
Yeah, and the person had said en masse,
Right.
and
How
they'd
they spell it?
written ON-MASS,
E-N.
en masse,
Yeah.
not
M-A-S-S.
EN-M-A-S-S.
How did that make you feel, Kev?
I was just like,
So this was subtitles for the actual video.
yeah, I was like, that's shit. That's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Shit.
That's fucking shit.
Do you know? So have you heard of this? So there's a new documentary that's come out on HBO in the last couple of days called Leaving Neverland.
No, but I have to see it.
Yeah. And two
Boys who've grown up now.
who are men have come forward. One of which has actually testified previously saying nothing ill toward happened, and now they're both saying that they. One of them was actually Michael actually tried to penetrate him.
They're just saying
Wow.
that they were groomed
Completely.
And the whole everything,
Yeah, yeah.
everything from start to finish.
And they talk about all of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
The fact to the point where Michael rang him after he tried to butt fuck him, and he rang him and said, "The underwear that you wore that night, make sure you dispose of them in case is there bloodstains on them." And the kid said, and the guy said, "Yes, there was," and he got rid of the undies. And what's annoying me is there's people that have come forward like Macaulay Culkin and the other guy that was in Mighty Ducks, the other actor that spent all this time with him and said, yes,
Mighty Ducks, Emilio Estevez.
no, the other guy, another child star, but they spent all the time, the whole process was the same, sleeping with him and everything, but nothing happened.
Right.
And there's arguing saying that, if he was a pedophile, he wouldn't have been able to contain himself and he would have had sex with everyone. I think that's bullshit.
I think that's bullshit too. Just because it didn't happen to you doesn't mean it didn't happen to someone else.
That's like saying someone got. I mean, it is rape. Someone got
Yeah.
raped, and the argument that the defence lawyers use is, well, he didn't. They didn't rape this person, so you're lying.
It's not an argument.
It's not an
It's
argument.
really just not.
Yeah.
I only know what happened to me. You only know what happened to you.
Exactly.
Unless you're in the room watching,
Yeah.
you've got no idea.
According to this, he had his methods. He'd talk to them on the phone a lot. Then,
Yeah.
then he'd visit them in the house.
And the
get to know
family
their
would then
parents.
start. He would start pushing the family away. So the family would initially stay in the same house, but then in a guest house.
He'd take them on tour, take the family on tour, but they'd be on a different floor of the hotel to what he was with their children. And all this sort of stuff. There's a whole.
I need to watch this
There was a
doco.
whole pattern
ASAP.
and then also teaching them how to react if they were
Question.
approached by police and lawyers.
Yeah.
So he'd have his lawyers and people pretending to be police
Role play.
role playing.
This is full on because you just said these are people that once testified that nothing happened.
Yeah.
How old were they when they testified that nothing happened?
They were head over heels in love with them.
younger.
Like
Yeah.
they were little kids.
They were
They
kids.
started about 7 years old.
Yeah.
But how old were they when they testified that nothing happened?
Oh,
Do you know?
a bit old when he was in
He was still
trouble,
alive.
in that trouble in court.
Yeah, when he went to court.
Were they like in their 20s?
Oh, they were young adults, 20s, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Now they're grown men. But the thing is, and the arguments they use, I saw, what's his name? There's an English guy who's there's a interview with the director of the show and it's just been on recently on TV the last couple of days. I think is it Piers Morgan, who I can't stand. Right, he goes after the director saying, "I've interviewed Michael, and these two are just coming forward because they've stand to make a huge payoff if they win in court, right?"
Okay.
And
are they going after Michael's estate?
well, they're going
to
but that hasn't even been decided, right? That hasn't even been tabled. But Piers Morgan is saying that's the reason they're doing it.
He's saying this is the first step in that. This is what that's going to lead to.
But it's contradictory because he also says that. What about the person that the kid got a payout of $20 million back when
he was in court?
Yes, and so the charges were dropped. He got paid $20 million. That's not proving that Michael was innocent. It just proves that they paid him a lot of money.
Yes.
And that, I don't know, it makes me, the whole thing, as you saw in the text...
But all charges were dropped eventually.
Because they got paid.
I know.
Yeah. And it's like...
but will you take a couple of fiddles for $20 million?
Yeah, but, well, no, I would, but not...
This is very different to taking a few fiddles.
No, but yeah, I would, but I wouldn't let my child.
A child.
I would go to...
Not consenting.
You and I both know.
I totally am on the same page.
Which begs the question: what the fuck were the parents letting the kids spend all that time with Michael Jackson?
I think that's like if this is actually a thing that happened, that's what's scary. It's like
really scary.
I feel like I don't know if it was different back then, but like my parents were so hardcore.
Yeah.
Me and my sister never spent any time with men that were not like my dad.
Yes.
Or my pop or uncles.
Yes.
We just didn't.
Yeah.
It was not a thing.
Uncles
especially one-on-one.
Uncles
can be a bit questionable sometimes.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. But
especially mine.
But yeah. Oh God, yeah. No, I know you've told me about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just we were always, it was ingrained with me in such a young age. Like I didn't have the same trust of men as I did for women.
Yep.
I was like very young when I learned about
but that's the same message I give to my daughter now, and I think by behaving. And I'd like to think that it wouldn't matter. Look, I thought about this at the time actually, because when I was watching this, how I'd react, and just on a smaller scale, there was a guy that used to train at the gym, very very wealthy, and this has nothing to do with kiddie filling or anything like that, but it's the same sort of vibe. Very wealthy, used to drive a Rolls Royce, had big properties, and a lot of people were very impressed with him. I always had a bad vibe from him. I don't know if he was a criminal or he just. But people would just fawn over him because of the money, and they'd invite him to. They'd invite them all to his property, and they'd.
There's a guy at the gym. Yeah. City gym.
I'll tell you who he is afterwards.
I think I know.
Yeah, but all right. So loaded, right? And I think he's had to leave the country now because he's wanted everywhere in his life. I don't want names, but
I wasn't going to say names.
But he'd always say, Steve, why are you why don't you and your family come sometime? And I was like, I want nothing to do with this guy. I want nothing to do with this, you know. And then people would come back and say, oh, he's got, you know, like we had the chef and everything. I was like, yeah, but at what cost, you know? And so that was nothing to do with.
What was the cost though?
There's more stuff going on that people weren't talking about.
No, I don't think that. No, I don't think anything in relation to that.
This guy had a nightclub in his office in the city, didn't he?
I don't know.
What?
My point is, is
like a party boy.
Sounds great.
My point is, when people see money and the accoutrements of success, they're willing to not see a lot of other stuff. Right. And I think on the Michael Jackson level,
that's probably pretty accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just think, but what are you doing? You're letting your kids sleep with them. They knew he was sleeping with them.
There's a Michael Jackson song. There's an Ice Cube song from years ago where he says, what are you doing letting Michael Jackson babysit your kids? They should put the motherfucking mama in jail. That's what he says.
Okay.
In a song.
And what about the dad? Put the dad in jail too.
And the dad. I mean, but that's
just the lyric. just.
I know you're quoting the lyrics. I'm just
But isn't that-
correcting.
but
Ice
isn't-
Cube, was it Ice Cube? Did you say?
Yeah. Not known for the most feminist stance on
There you go.
things.
I do love Ice Cube. though.
He is great. He's great. But it's interesting that I don't think I'd let a male babysit my daughter.
That you didn't know.
And
I
also,
didn't even that I did
yeah.
know.
Would you let me babysit your daughter?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Maybe.
Yeah, but men are fucked up, man.
I don't think I never got babysat by.
No, I would let you, but I don't think I'd let my other male friends.
Yeah, right.
Because most of the people that, like a vast majority,
Oh,
high
they know.
percentage of people that are.
I know some of that.
That's true.
It's close family members.
That's true. That's true.
And friends.
It's immediate or just outside of the inner circle.
Yeah, right.
That
Well, you
are
told that
abusers.
story about your sister.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's those people that you need to like just be, I don't know,
Yeah.
careful of.
Yeah. Do you have anything you wanted all the notes, the extensive notes you've made this week?
I do have some things, but
So I know I'm so sweaty right
I
now.
know. We do that. Sorry.
they can wait for our
okay.
non-guest
Okay.
podcast.
Do you want more followers? Because we've only got 5. So
You've only got 5. You got more than 5.
I-
assume some of Sarhys's followers will actually watch this.
That's
And
right.
If you do like what we're talking about, or you like to see two bald men pontificate on
Who wouldn't
Pontificate.
on training, getting
Got
old.
something to do with the Pope?
pontificate? I don't even know what that word
No.
means.
Catholics, man. There's another fucking. What about George Pell?
Oh, there's another subject.
Yeah. You should like, subscribe, and comment on our videos.
Like and subscribe, you guys.
And you
Link below.
Yes,
Is there going to be a link below?
There absolutely
Yeah.
will be.
Link below.
But you haven't even got a YouTube account yet, have you?
No, I don't think so.
You've got to get one.
Yeah, I need to get one.
Because I really want to encourage you and Rania to do your own podcast. You fucking got to do it.
What
YouTube
would it be
great.
about?
Everything.
Everything. Being fabulous.
Being fabulous.
Yeah.
And thought pictures.
And obviously topics. Every week.
Yes.
10 new pics.
Yeah. Kevin?
Yeah, you could have like pick of the day or the week and like discuss it.
I like that. We analyse the
Someone
pic.
else's pick.
Yeah, actually, you can see what they're doing right with it, what they're doing wrong
We
with it.
copy someone's pose.
Is there on that note, is there someone that you follow that we should follow? Do you have cool people that you like on Instagram?
I have lots of people but you're really putting me on the
Sorry,
spot
I
here,
should have
Joel.
put that on the
You
notes.
need to send me this in the email ahead of time.
Can I just say, have you modelled your entire speaking voice on Jeannie Little?
Jeannie Little?
You don't even know who she is.
No.
You know Jeannie Little?
No.
She used to be on Mike Walsh. She speaks like that's how she speaks.
Oh, that last voice I did?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
When you
I
hear
don't know
her,
what Mike
I go
Walsh
in and
is.
out of Kath and Kim sometimes. And it's
No.
different when I have a camera on. I think I go in and out
well,
of
Kath
their
and Kim,
voices.
their voice, they've like Jeannie Little sort of instigated that voice.
There you go. Well,
I've got to see. You've got to. Yeah.
the origins are, I
Yeah.
guess, her.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeannie Little.
Yeah. Big eyelashes, lots of makeup, very Aussie. Duh, oh my God, duh. I'm not going to do it. I sound camp. I'm not going to do it.
I like it. Yeah, it suits you. That could be your new thing.
No, there's enough of that. There's enough of that. What with a Tinder profile? Anyway.
You still got that account. You took over the
Fuck
Tinder
them.
account.
Yeah, I get hit up all the time. Slide into my something.
Slide into his DMs.
TMs. Kevin,
I like it.
DM, you could make it.
as opposed to DP. On that note,
Oh my God.
I'm Steve Machine Curran.
Kevin Big Daddy Ord.
This is our guest, Cerise Page. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me, guys.
It's been great.
It was fun. Sweaty, but
I'm
fun.
sweaty. Look at that. Look at
I'm
that.
dripping.
Disgusting.
Oh,
Oh, really?
look at
Okay.
that. That's
On that
good.
note, peace out. Bye.